was about the grind. Yeah, bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. ¿Cómo están, nasties? What's going on? Happy Monday. Beautiful out there. Elks coming off their first win of the season. F1 was awesome. IndyCar was better. It's going to be a fun show. It's Joaquin, Gage, Zach Kubish, Hernan, Salas. How's everybody doing? That good, eh?
Who are you asking? Are you asking me?
It's just out to the audience. Welcome to EST Afternoons, live from the William Huff Studios. Edmonton Sports Talk, of course, brought to you by Play Alberta. Reload. I'm reloaded. That's all you got to do. So $20 minimum deposit for a $50 EST casino or EST free sports bet. That's all you need for the month of July. So just reload. And let's make some money. I sprinkled a little on the Elks and won.
Did you?
I went Lions Elks on a parlay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was sweating that Lions one. I knew the Elks were going to win. I'll be honest. We're going to get to it. At 140 Chelen Garnes, their Sam linebacker, who started the last two games, he led the whole team yesterday with 9 tackles.
It's unreal.
Pretty cool for a guy that's in his first year in the CFL. Had a cup of coffee in the NFL, played 3 preseason games with the Detroit Lions. So we'll just catch up with Chelen, give him some love here, coming off their first win. How did he find out about the CFL? What does he like about the city of Edmonton? We'll have some fun there. And the rest of the show is open to you. We got lots to get to, of course, recap the CFL. A little bit of Oiler rumblings. We won't get too much into that, but lots of auto racing talk. It's going to be fun. But all in all, boys, how was the weekend? What did you get up to?
So, pretty good weekend. Got some stuff done, some work. And of course, yesterday. Elks game, concession 8. Saw some nasties. And Cuban went over to see the, what's it called? Oh, I'm blanking here. The tailgate and stuff. Saw those guys. Went back in. Wasn't too busy in the concession. I won't lie. Yeah, not a lot of sales. Like we need to get, like there was burgers left over, but barely anything. Right. So it wasn't. We didn't sell a lot, which is too bad.
That's interesting.
But so my daughter came.
Oh, nice.
Saw the whole like as I was walking in, the whole Nielsen pack is there.
Nice.
So I saw them all. That was great. And then came home afterwards, and my daughter had a friend come over.
Okay.
Of the opposite sex.
Oh.
So this is the first time that there's been 2 roosters in the hen house, so to speak, aside from my son. So very nice gentleman. Spoke well. But a little tough. I won't lie with another guy in the house hanging out with my daughter. And
did you just sit there with him the whole time?
No, they were by themselves. We didn't bother them too much, right? But he's a goalie. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is some sort of revenge. I don't know what happened. I've been a good person. What's going on?
Wow. Yeah.
So this kid's a goalie. And then I made the joke to my wife saying, she's just like her old lady. And my wife didn't like that. But yeah, so that was my weekend, buddy.
Does he know that you're a former Edmonton Oiler?
Oh, I hope so, because I put my jerseys and wore my gear when he came to the door.
You opened the door with your goalie mask on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny.
Hey, come here. I want to work on my screenshots. Stand in front. Whack his ankles.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can imagine it's tough for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Stay strong.
I'll stay strong.
Got your
You
back.
know what, though? It doesn't matter. I was the same way with my boy, too. So, but it's just the first time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very tough. Very tough.
Match. Coob, your weekend.
Me? Oh, no, it was a busy weekend. I don't know, got wrapped up here. Spent, most of the day, what was it? Saturday with my mom, kind of celebrating her birthday. It was Canada Day, but I bought her a Riverhawks, Game Pass. I brought her to the game. So her first bowl game, seeing the Riverhawks at Remax. Unfortunately, they lost 3-1. Bought a jersey, bought a nice hat. Had to get some merch because last year I was down there and it was slim pickings towards the end of the season when I got to go. But I got a nice white kind of, pinstripe kind of jersey. So it was pretty good. Got a nice hat. Got a good Bucky to, peruse out on the town for another day. Their food there is amazing, by the way, boys. Like if you're down at the Riverhawks game at Remax, it's pretty good. They'll bring it right to you.
Oh.
You can order it online and stuff like that. No issues whatsoever. It was there, lickety split. Ordered it 5 minutes later. It was there hot and ready. And I don't know, called some lacrosse. And then Sunday, almost slept in for a VIP golf show, which airs Sunday, 8 to 10 a.m. with Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock. And of course, Murray's the owner and GM of the ranch as we prime for the golf tournament tomorrow. But it was a busy weekend all around. Went down to the tailgate after that as well. Also caught the brick final. Like it was a busy weekend for me. It was a doubleheader for me. Yeah, caught the brick final.
How was it?
Somebody. Oh, it was great, man. Well, couldn't really see. Good thing I'm tall enough to kind of go on my tippy toes and watch over. The family's kind of inside the net, and it was loud in that place, man.
Yeah.
And I ran into one guy from Minnesota. I can tell like either he's a country guy or like from the States. He's wearing a trucker hat, had the jeans on and stuff like that. It's like plus 30 outside or whatever it was.
Redwater.
True enough. But I was like, he was giving me that vibe and I started talking to him, heard in the accent immediately. He's like, wow, I can't believe they're playing hockey in this mall. So I gave him all the lore. I'm like, did you know the Oilers used to practice here? Did you know they had dolphins in the mall at one point? Yeah, and all that stuff. He was like, what? Crazy.
Wow.
And then, of course, the Elks game was just the cherry.
Do you have an
on top
accent
for
like
my
Fargo?
weekend.
Do you ever watch Fargo?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
He kind of had that. Yeah. But it was a great weekend overall and lots of sports watching.
Good stuff. Excellent.
I wanted to get out to that. I just couldn't find the time to get out and watch the brick tournament. It's so much fun. But I will be coaching in the MAC-T Invitational at the end of the month. So, which is a year younger than the brick guys, but just as fun because the best thing about it, I mean, the brick's special. There's a lot of people that just go and watch that thing. But I find when people walking past and they look at the score, and if it's close, then they'll say, oh, and then everyone gets involved and stuff, and people just shopping all of a sudden are starting to cheer at a hockey game in the middle of the summer. It's great.
So, you ready to get lit with me tomorrow?
What are we doing?
Having drinks.
We're not having any drinks.
At the golf tournament. Couple darts.
Are you golfing?
No.
Well, then I'm not drinking.
You're only doing that to yourself, buddy. You're only harming yourself. You need to.
No, you're harming yourself.
You have to do a few beers.
No.
Why?
No, I got to stay professional. I'm a professional.
You seriously won't drink at the golf tournament?
Not when I'm golfing. I'm serious. I'm locked in.
No, you're not. Give it a rest. Oh, I'm going to track you down and make you have a beer with me.
Really?
And maybe a couple drags.
No.
Of my Demore lights.
No smoke goes into this temple.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
You know who you're golfing with?
No.
No?
No.
You just want to be surprised?
Yes.
So we can ask Iwanik right
I don't
now.
want to know.
Okay. Are you bringing your clubs?
Yeah, I'll bring my clubs.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe you just
Why would I
because maybe you have old ones and you're just like, I'll just rent some and blah blah blah. Or maybe you just threw
We're
them
not
away.
going roller skating. We're going.
Well, I don't know. When I went golfing, I didn't take clubs.
Well, you don't own clubs.
But that's
that
what
makes
I mean.
sense.
But you don't golf a lot, so I don't know if you own clubs.
Yeah. I think you could probably ask every North American hockey player, even if they don't, they have golf clubs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And actually, it was bad because when back in junior, we went to the Western Conference Finals, lost against the Swift Current Broncos. And for a gift, our owner bought us all Tommy Armour 845 irons.
No.
With a cool Portland Winterhawks golf bag. So it said Portland Winterhawks on it. And it was actually stolen twice from me. I got it back the first time,
Yeah.
but the last time, when I first moved into my house, there was no fences, and I was just hitting balls in the back, the little wiffle balls.
Okay.
And I left my clubs outside, and someone stole them.
Oh.
Yeah, with my cool Portland Winterhawks bag.
Okay, it's a misconception though, but there are hockey players that suck at golf.
Oh yeah.
Who's the worst hockey guy you played that was terrible at golf?
Terrible at
Yeah.
golf? Gosh, that's
Loaded question.
well, no, everyone's okay. Like
There's
It's
no
not-
one really that bad.
no,
Oh, okay.
yeah, there's not one. I never golfed with someone like it was his first time,
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay.
Like even Ovechkin, he looked horrible, but he had hit a hole in one, like his second shot. Like it's crazy. You know who's really good? Like if they didn't play hockey and focused on golf, probably would have been a professional golfer.
Here?
No, Jason Chimera.
Really?
Holy smokes. He is unbelievable
Really?
at golf. Yeah. Like he crushes the ball. He sinks putts from like 15 feet. It's hard to golf with him though, because he gets all upset about it. And he'll shoot low 70s and stuff. Like it's crazy how good he is. If he were just to do it full time, yeah, he would have been a professional.
I've heard my buddy from the Elks, my former boss, Evan Dom's a really good golfer. I've never seen him play.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never watched him play, so I don't know, but I heard he's really good.
Did he not golf with Reed
Yeah.
over the weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
At Riverside.
Yeah,
on Saturday.
he was chirping them to me yesterday because he's just on another level.
Oh, was he
Yeah.
just crushing it?
Yeah.
Oh, how much does he golf? He golfs tons.
I know not as much as he probably wants, but I know he goes sometimes in the mornings before work.
Oh, yeah?
Puts
Yeah, I
in-
remember Maddie saying back in the day, hearing him come on the show and saying he's already played 18. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
That's-
How early are you getting up to play? Oh, you really like golf to get up that early.
I started watching that golf show on Apple with Owen Wilson.
It's good, isn't
It's
it?
good. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm like on episode 5 or 6.
Yeah.
It's fun. Like he's the same in every movie. Like
Yeah.
his humor. I like his buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
his old caddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I started watching that, and then I don't think my wife wanted to watch it, but it's good.
Yeah.
And then I went to bed, and she blew through the rest of it.
That's good. It's entertaining. It's nothing.
It's great.
The leaders right now, top 3 in the XP race. ACO 0303 is number 1. Grant is number 2. Zachary is number 3. All right. Who will finish in the top 3 when it's 3 o'clock walking? Who will do it? Yeah, we got our big golf tournament tomorrow, of course. If you're in, we'll look forward to seeing you. A reminder that tomorrow we'll have live programming from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. That is all. And then we're back with the full whack of shows on Wednesday. But tomorrow is just 6 to 8 a.m. unless there's like enormous breaking news regarding the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
And then you're off Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I'm all by myself.
You'll be all right.
All by myself. So that's going to be an interesting show. We got to get to it. We're going to break down the Elks' impressive win. I think the score kind of flatters Ottawa a little bit. I didn't like Drew Brown's game. I thought he was bad all night. They did make it close at the end, but there's a few moments there that you're like, uh-oh, are they going to blow this again? But I thought Tre Ford was, you know what I'm liking about Tre? He's becoming a pocket guy.
Well, there was one. This is I don't know who he passed it to. Threw it over their head, but he stayed in the pocket for a long time. Yeah. And I was like, and he didn't have too much happy feet.
Nope.
I didn't watch the whole game, but I snuck out of the concession to watch a few series. But I was impressed because he stood in there, and I knew he was probably feeling a little bit uncomfortable because he wasn't getting the ball out. Finally did and overshot it a bit. I'm like, oh, but that's good to see. Like
that's what, because people are like, he's not running as much, but he's a quarterback. He's not a running back.
Yeah.
Okay? It's great that he has the dual threat and he can escape, and his ability to do so is the best in the league. But I like that. Like if you look at his rush attempts, he only had 2. That to me is showing that a quarterback is growing. Quarterback is finally comfortable. And Gage, he only missed 2 passes yesterday. Like he had some long, nice passes.
Yeah, oh, real nice.
Yeah, he
was it the leak? The one I watched, I saw that, and everyone's waiting. Did he catch it? Did he catch it?
I thought it was intercepted.
Yeah. So perfect. Dropped it in there. The second run. Well, was it the first or second run? that he had. I didn't like it because he's so fast. He could have got to the sidelines. I think it was, remember that one play, and he dove head first. I'm like, dude, come on, man. He had enough speed to take it and go out of bounds with it, right? And he probably would have got a lot closer to the first down. So I didn't like his decision making there, but overall, great game by the Elks. I mean, in the last few minutes there, they get a huge stop on third down to kind of seal it then, right? Just a little bit of a mature team, probably a huge sigh of relief from everyone, coaching staff, everyone, that they finally get a win here.
Oh yeah.
They get a full week to kind of, regroup and retool and reload, just like the Codes to play Alberta.
I'm reloaded.
What
What movie is that from? Let's see if you can guess. You see, Dusty's never seen it, by the way, so we'll leave it at that. No, but it was, Tre Ford's, to be successful, and listen, you can bring up Lamar Jackson, you can bring up a lot of guys that were great runners. Eventually, you have to become a quarterback, and that's what I'm seeing from Tre, man. He's his pocket presence. He's not, like you said, he doesn't have the happy feet. He's going through his progressions. He's making some good throws. He can make all of them. And he's not taking off as much as we saw in the first 3 years. And that's okay to have, guys, but he doesn't need to do it all the time. Your quarterback has to throw the ball. And I think I love that the staff stuck with him even at 0-3. This is exactly what Tre's needed the last 3 years. But the coaching staff I was here before, they were too quick to make moves and decisions like that. Tre Ford's going to be like this for a bit, right?
Don't you think, though, it's from higher ups too that have the pressure on everyone. The pressure is felt at the top and it filters down. And I think to a point where now with Tre Ford, this coaching staff is going to be together, right?
Yeah.
They've got no one's in jeopardy of losing their position.
No.
I don't think, right? So, and I think that filters down into the players themselves. So you can. Not that you play loose, but don't have that added pressure. If I make a mistake, I'm getting yanked.
Exactly.
You have to build that confidence up, and especially young. I'm guessing here, but a young quarterback probably to have that feeling that, okay, if I make a mistake, I'm not going to be yanked here. I still got an opportunity to not only correct it, but make a difference in the game. And that's all that players want at this point.
And that's like a goalie, right?
I felt the same way bunch of different times in my career where, the pressure go, God, if I let in a stinker here, this coach is going to yank me the first chance he gets, where other coaches allowed, if things weren't going well, they would allow me to try to play out of it.
Yeah,
too.
Exactly. We're going to continue to break down. We're going to talk some F1, some Indy. We're going to talk about some stuff that came out about the no movements with the Oilers and all that fun stuff. So we're both wrong. Well, I'm actually wrong. I'm Reloaded is not from Scarface. It's from Carlito's Way when he's in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was, I was like Scarface.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure Dusty hasn't seen Carlito's Way either, so.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm Reloaded.
Yeah, that's in the back.
And he's not, though. He's just trying to scare them.
Was he?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh, it's such a classic. Hey, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out the Tap 25 restaurant. Entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. That's 780-218-9999. Hit us up on the nasty chat. Slam that thumbs up for us. We'll continue to break down the Elks' impressive win yesterday over the Ottawa Redblacks. We'll continue we'll go to the auto racing world, of course, and talk some Chel as well. Whatever you guys want to talk about. It's summer, baby. Are you excited for the tournament? Are you going? Do you know who you're golfing with? Which EST guy are you golfing with? Or gal? Let us know. River Cree Inbox or the nasty chat. We're back after the break to continue to talk Elks and some F1.
In the NHL, 24-year-old Cam York has inked a 5-year extension with the Flyers worth a total of nearly $26 million and over $5 million each season. York had 17 points in 66 games last year in Philadelphia, playing over 20 minutes a game, while from Florida, the Lightning have hired Jeff Tambellini as their assistant general manager and director of hockey operations. And the Jays are 9-1 in their last 10 as they open their series against the White Sox. Jose Barrios gets the ball for Toronto, first pitch at 5:40. There's 9 other games on tap, including the Pirates meeting the Royals, Dodgers battling the Brewers, while the Padres take on the D-backs. In basketball news sees a 3-way trade between the Clippers and Jazz and Heat having Norman Powell being sent from LA to Miami. John Collins from Utah to the Clippers, while Miami's Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, and LA's second rounder in 2027 make their way to the Jazz. From the WNBA, there's 2 games. The Valkyries face the Dream before Phoenix hosts Dallas. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. More with Joaquin and Hernan on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Paul Police, he's one of the all-time good guys.
There were times where Tre Ford has to sit in the pocket on 2nd and 10 and deliver throws, which I've seen him do before. But early in the season, he was struggling to do that in 1 or 2 games. So I think he's got to continue to develop. But I do think the defense, the best teams in the league right now have great defense, and that's where it starts.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, presented by South Ford Chevrolet. Weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Kayaks, bikes, camping gear? Make space for summer fun with Sentinel Storage. Spend more time on adventures with your outdoor gear and less time looking for them. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with our new summer feature menu. Try our jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa. Bold bites made for patio season. Get them while it's hot. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
.125, welcome back to EST Afternoons, live from the William Huff Studios. Our last month here before we make the big move. It's going to be fun. 3 o'clock, Jay Milne with Tommy Gazzola coming at you for 3 hours. That should be a great show.
Wow.
Wowzers. It's going to be great. River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. Let's look at some stats from the Elks. Justin Rankin, 105 yards on the ground, 1 TD. He was absolutely fantastic. He's an absolute beast. Tre Ford had 212 yards passing, 2 TDs, no INTs. Your leading receiver was Justin Rankin, 69 yards and a touchdown. Like I said, he was absolutely fantastic. Curley gets on the board with his first touchdown. Javon Leake. We're going to get to that. And then our guest that's coming up in about 13 minutes time, Chelen Garnes, led the defense with 9 defensive tackles. Really excited to chat with him after their win. Only a second start, his first go around in the CFL. And yeah, it's going to be fun to get to know Chelen Garnes after a really, really, really good games. But I don't know if you saw it, Joaquin, the Gatorade and all that. We're going to play it here on the screen. I want you to take a look. Like, How can you not be excited for a coach like this? Just let it run, Coop.
On the field, does his job, and Edmonton will indeed come out on top. Kilam victorious for the first time.
Like, I just love how excited he is.
It's his first win, man. That's a long time coming to be a head coach in the CFL and get your first one, and just everything to go through it all. And that was an emotional game.
Yeah.
There was some. I felt a little bit of anxiety at the end of the first half, and then at the end I didn't think it was going to be too bad. But that's a great way to get your first win.
That was great. Just I love the passion. And then after the game, he was asked about it. And he said he has a sister here from the Cayman Islands.
Wow.
He had a lot of his parents were in the stand, so it meant a lot. Like, it's awesome. Good for him. You can tell the players absolutely love this guy. Good on him. He was in a much better mood yesterday compared to the game in Winnipeg. But it was great. And there was a big moment in the game, Joaquin, where it's 22-3, and I just, for the life of me, didn't know why they went to Fajardo for a couple series. They did it twice.
Yeah, I know.
They kind of switched momentum. He was asked, I'm just going to run a clip here off my board real quick. This is Coach Kilam on why they went to Fajardo.
Yeah, we had a plan going in. We had a plan that we were trying to give him some more snaps, and we stuck to it. And, it's an opportunity for Tre to step out and just see, step out of the fire for a minute and see what's going on. And I thought those guys handled it like pros.
I understand that a lot of teams do this, but Tre was rolling. He scored on his first two drives. You're up 22-3. Why are you messing around? And then, it got a little dicey there at half. It was 22-17. The big break for me was the fumble recovery Ottawa got, and then they called it roughing the passer.
Yeah.
That shifted the game, because that's 6 right there for Ottawa, right? And they take the lead in that moment.
Yeah.
They take a lead in that moment. So it was huge that it took forever to get to the damn decision, but that was a huge moment in that game.
It was probably discussed before, and I don't know. I'm guessing here, but Kilam was probably like, ugh, I already said I was going to do this. I'm going to stick to my guns here. Told my boys that this is kind of because if he had any other choice, he probably would have kept rolling with Tre. He was playing well. You don't want to stifle that momentum at all.
Because last year when Jones got fired, our first game was in Ottawa with Jarius Jackson, and he did the same thing.
Yeah,
like he let Tre go in for a couple series, and I know McLeod didn't like it, and Tre probably didn't like it either. Like, because you're in, like, you're feeling it, right? Like, you're in the game, it's like, and I get Cody's a veteran and all that, but I just don't think you need that. I would understand it more if they needed a spark. But you're up 19 points, man. There's no.
Yeah, you want to keep rolling.
Cody came in and was fine. Don't get me wrong. He was 4 for 4. So it was just interesting. We're going to track this to see if they continue to do this. But it was absolutely because then when I saw him go in, everybody was looking at Tre on the sideline. He looked fine. And after the game, he said he got hit on the hand a bit, like scraped by a helmet. But he said he was fine. He said he didn't even know when that happened. But not a big fan of it. I know a lot of teams do it. We'll see if they continue to do it. Great game. For the first time since 2015, the Oilers get a punt return.
That was great.
And then the Ottawa one was even better. But let's roll the video, Coop, here, please. And just a phenomenal play here.
Many thought we're going to be the top defense in the league, and that just hasn't transpired so far.
Leak slides back and to his left, takes it at the 16. A little bit of space up that far sideline, and he's still going. Here goes Devon Leak. How about this? Midfield. One man to beat on the near side. He'll take it down to the 40. The race is on. He gets to the 20. All the way to the 5. Look out. Is he there? Oh, boy, that's close. Touchdown, Edmonton.
What a call. Who is that guy?
Who is that guy on the call? It's great. Great to see Dusty fired up. But I'm not going to get to it because I was in the bullpen earlier, and I think our colleague Jay Milne is. There's something about that play that drives my bus, but I'll let Jay.
It was at the end.
Finish it.
Yeah. So I was standing outside of the stadium with my buddy EJ, And then the players come out from those entrances to go home. And Javon Lee came out with Devondrick Bynum. Hey, Hernan, what's up? Like, great run, man. He's like, I almost effing blew it. I was like, yeah, you did.
I don't know why you don't treat it like you're like track. There's the line, you know. Don't just make sure you finish the job here. That was close.
Yeah, it was.
It was really, really close. Just get it done. Get it done.
Yeah, he was sweating that one for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And then Pimpleton comes back, and I thought his return was a little bit better just because he went through traffic, bro.
Yeah.
And so did Javon. Like, he went left, and then he cut across the field, and you knew he was gone by then. But, you can't do the Leon Led and celebrate.
No, the right? Leon Led. Yeah. Take the ball across the plane, and then go do your funky stuff, right?
And then I told Bynum, I'm like, bro, you almost killed a couple guys. He laid some hits. Like, one, I think they got called and he hit him at the feet and the Ottawa receiver flipped over. I was like...
I think I saw that one.
I was like, and then one on Hardy, it looked like they broke his back, man. I don't know how these guys get up sometimes from these hits, man.
Well, when you see it from way up top, it doesn't look bad, but then you see on the replay and you're like, ooh, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah, so... a lot of great moments in that one. It got a little close, but the good thing is that the Elks found a way, because in years past, or even look at the first couple games, anything bad would kind of put this team in that fourth quarter in a bit of a lull, and they did the complete opposite. They kept going, and they found the victory, which is awesome. Yeah. Now they got to keep it going, Joaquin.
Yeah, well, I think it was good for the defense to get a stop, too, at the end, right? Going on third down, they get the stop. That's the stop that they needed to seal the victory. Both offense, defense, specialty teams, all feeling really good about themselves.
Yeah, and I'm not going to take anything away from Ottawa, but they scored 10 in the fourth. Sure, they moved the ball. They had a lot of yards offensively, Joaquin. But I got to give credit to Vincent Blanchard, the kicker, man. He went into that first game. He was awful. Many of us were like, you got to bring in a kicker. And again, credit to the staff. They stuck with him. They said, no, it's first game on the road. Yeah, maybe the nerves, maybe a lot of things could have went into that. He's come back. Joaquin, he hasn't missed a kick since.
Yeah.
Like, now he goes out there and I'm not even worried. Do you know what I mean?
I'm still a little worried, but...
Seriously?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't... I saw a few of them and they booted them through, looked good. It's funny watching live. It's kind of different, right? And so maybe that's why on TV, maybe I'd be more relaxed.
You never know when it's down the middle. You just look at the ref.
I'm trying to look at the post to go, okay, if it's going inside or outside, I'll know right away. But
yeah. So what did you think about the Elks game? Did you like that Fajardo went in for 2 series? I mean, it was only 2, but it was in a weird spot because the boys were rolling. Ford was playing well. What did you think of the 2 returns? Which one was better? That's the question. They were both fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. And do you think the Elks can continue this role? They get Nathan Rourke next Sunday here at Commonwealth Stadium, Joaquin. They got to build on this. They got to build, and I think they will. I mean, the offense looked really good yesterday. They brought in some new plays, some trick plays, which is always great to see. The special teams has been solid. I mean, they gave up a punt TD. I get that, but they've been solid. The punting's been great. The coverages have been great outside of that one time. So it's things are looking up, and the defense slowly but surely is rolling. I think they need to get more turnovers. We'll get to that in Inside the Numbers. Well, let's get to it now. Inside the Numbers for Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. Yeah, Joaquin, it was like the defense got the stops, and I think it's huge for them.
Yes.
But when I look at the defense still, and they spent a lot of money on this defense, and there's a lot of quality. But again, like this team, and I guess this is a good thing because they won last night. The turnovers will start coming, I think.
Yeah, you want to get some. You want to get the ball a few times from the other team for sure.
Because right now they sit at 2 sacks after 4 games and 0 INTs.
Mm-hmm.
They
had some opportunities, though.
Yeah. Like Drew Brown had to scramble a few times. They had some good pressure. Nick Anderson was all over it yesterday. That guy is such a quality player. And like you said, watching him live,
it's different.
Like it's unreal. But the defense better, but they're still giving up. I mean, of course, 33 points, but they got the turnover and downs. They made some key stops. They had some big, vicious hits. But again, I think we all would like to see more in terms of the sacks, the INTs, forced fumbles. And I think it will turn. I think it's going to come. And I think, maybe heading into games 6, 7, and 8, they're going to be rolling, right? They're going to get that first one, and then it's going to just all start coming together.
Yeah, you'd like to see them just when a few times when they had Drew Brown scrambling a bit, you'd like to see them get him down at least, right? Not extend the play or anything like that. So
Corey B. Boris Beatty traumatized Elks. Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, he wasn't very good, Boris. He wasn't very good. But hey, good on Vincent, man. Good on Vincent. So do you believe now? Will the Elks start turning this ship around? Or are you still cautiously optimistic? Let us know. River Korean Box 780-218-9999. Like always, we want to hear from you. Nasty chat. Slam that thumbs up. We're at 40, which is not bad for summer numbers. So let's get to 100. Why not? Reminder, Reed Wilkins off today, but it will be Jay Milne, Tom Gazzola for the Reed Wilkins Show. They'll take you right up until 6. And just a programming note for tomorrow. We're only on the air from 6 to 8 a.m. unless something huge breaks regarding the Edmonton Oilers. But all in all, it's supposed to be a beautiful day, Joaquin.
Is it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 29, 30 degrees.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So we'll see you all there. Have some brews, maybe a few darts.
Everyone bring their darts for Nanso.
Gage and I will be saluting some beers. You're going to have one, bro. And we got to take a picture on the links. Maybe with Coob, too?
Maybe.
Want to see Coob golf after all his lessons.
Yeah, let's see this swinging like Freddie Couples out there.
All right, coming up next, we will get to Edmonton Elks linebacker. He started his second game yesterday. He had 9 tackles to lead the way. Chelen Garnes. I'm excited to talk with Mr. Garnes here, and we'll see what his story is and how he landed here in the CFL. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. We're back after the break.
There's been a 3-way trade in the association between the Clippers, Heat, and Jazz. Miami receiving Norman Powell in the trade, with John Collins off to LA from Utah, having the Jazz get Kevin Lowe and Kyle Anderson from the Heat, along with LA's second rounder in 2027. WNBA action has Golden State on the road in Atlanta before the Wings battle the Mercury. Out east, the Flyers have extended 24-year-old Cam York to a 5-year deal worth over $5 million per season. York playing over 20 minutes a game while potting 17 points in 66 games last season. For the Lightning, they've hired Jeff Tambellini as their director of hockey operations and assistant general manager. From Chicago, it's the Jays and White Sox opening a 3-game series. Toronto 9-1 in their last 10, 3 games ahead of the Yankees in the AL East for first. Jose Barrios gets a start for Toronto with first pitch at 5:40. And there's 8 other games on the slate. Rays and Tigers kick things off before the Guardians and Astros go at it. And the Rangers and Angels have a date. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. We check in with Elks linebacker Chelen Garnes on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The EST Hangout.
The thing about Tre is he does have his legs, and what we saw against Winnipeg is he ran one. When you have that threat, you need more runs from Tre. Right. So it's like you have to find that balance where it's like you got to trust your pocket, you got to make him a bit of a pocket quarterback. But honestly, one of his biggest threats is the fact that he can run and anything can happen, and defenses have to watch his speed. And if you take that away, well, that's not who Tre is.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
River Creek Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly. Featuring small band and acoustic performances, Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly in the venue July 25th. Tickets at rivercreekresort.com.
River Creek Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
1:42. Welcome back to EST Afternoons. Keep slamming that thumbs up. Hit us up on the River Creek inbox, 780-218-9999. And on the nasty chat, we're just ahead of Chelen Garnes from the Edmonton Elks. He's playing the Sam linebacker spot. See what he's up to. Off day. Well, I don't know if they're off day, actually.
No, they probably
are. Maybe some video, some, what do you call that? You go see the trainers for some recovery.
Medical,
yeah. I know the word. I just
physio
for
maintenance.
recovery, maintenance.
I don't know,
something like that. I have the word, but I just can't think of it right. We will get to some F1 because it was an awesome moment. It was great. That's the only thing I don't like about F1. So you have to get up so damn early. It was 8 a.m. I'm like half asleep.
No, man, it's great. It is
That's
great.
why I like Indy, because it's between like 11 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Yeah, no.
I
like it in the morning and done.
Okay.
The rest of the day.
Let's get to our guest. Very excited to welcome into the EST Afternoons, Edmonton Elks linebacker Chelen Garnes. Chelen, good to have you on. How you doing after game day?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm doing great, man. Great to be here.
That's good. Hey, we wanted to have you on. You started your second game yesterday against the Ottawa Redblacks. You guys picked up your first win, but just how are you feeling here in the CFL on your first two games, and how good did that win feel yesterday for the boys?
It's been a great experience coming to the CFL. Just being with, especially a team like this, whole new coaching staff, whole new everything, and we just been bonding together, getting to know each other, and only my second start. So, to be able to have the coaches to trust me to go out there and do my job and fly around and make plays is, it's a blessing. And it felt good to get a win here. We've been working really hard in practice and everything, just trying to, fine tune the little details and everything, and it paid off. So now we finally turned the corner.
Chelen, moving to a different country is a little bit different, obviously, coming up to the CFL. What's been some of the things that just joining the Elks this year? It's been a completely different overhaul from the top down. How has that been easier for you to come into this team because everything's basically so new?
Yes, I would say that because it is a little different coming from the States up here, but football is football. It hasn't changed in like 100 years. So obviously the rules are different. 12 people on the field, and the WAG will definitely playing DB. But I say the transition was smooth because normally it's a little different, and it could be harder for rookies coming in if people like the coaches already have like their set starters and things like that. It just might be a little bit harder. So to be able to come to a team with a clean slate, I knew coming in, I would have an opportunity, compete and be able to play.
Yeah, Chelen, you led the team last night with 9 tackles. Just talk about the 2 guys you're playing with in that linebacking core. I know your position, it's in the CFL, it's called the linebacker, but it's considered kind of like a nickel DB and all that. But just playing alongside veteran Niles Morgan and Nick Anderson, who was the Rookie of the Year last year in the league. Just can you talk about what those 2 guys have done for your game here in the CFL?
Man, all the field, just the leadership, like. They have tremendous leadership, both of them, and even Nick. Being him being his second year, just guiding me, making sure we get all the calls right in practice and things like that. And then on the field, it's just like they fly around, man, and it's so fun to play with them because it's like they got your back regardless. Like you can go and you could take a shot at the tackle, and they'll have your back, clean it up and everything. So it's just fun being able to play with them. You feel you have a lot of freedom, playing with them.
Chelen, so get the win. First 2 games. Now you got a chance at redemption coming up next Sunday against the Lions. How do you? I mean, we just touched on you with the 9 tackles leading the team. How do you progress and keep getting better and keep getting hopefully getting that second win against the Lions next Sunday?
Yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be, I believe this is going to be a 3rd time playing them because we played them in preseason.
Yeah. Right.
From correct. So just dial, this is little fine-tuned details. Like we know the personnel, where they want to attack us, who's going to be their guy, and the different down and distance and things like that, and the quarterback. So it's really just going to come down to the details because flying around the effort, that's never been a problem with us. We're going to fly around trying to make plays, but just doing our job and make sure they're not like scheming us up. So we're gonna fine tune that this weekend. We're gonna go out there and put on the show.
Chelen Garnes, linebacker for the Edmonton Elks, joining us here on EST Afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas. Chelen, before we always ask our the American players that join our show, like when did you first find out a bit about the CFL? Like, was it just this year, or have you known about it for years?
So I actually, I'm forgetting his first name. I think it's Amari Henderson.
Okay.
He plays for Ottawa. He's number 4.
Yeah.
But he went to Wake Forest. That's what college I went to. I went to Wake Forest. So, and he's a little bit older. He's 4 years older than me. So like, I heard about him in college, and then I ended up, when I was still at Wake, he was in the I think his first year in the CFL. So that's really when I first got introduced to it, because it was like, he was college, and he played corner, I played safety, and we always knew about him because we got close to our alumni. So that's when I first knew about it. And then there was another one of my teammates that I was coming out with in the draft a couple of years ago. He plays for Calgary right now, Jacob Roberts. So I was introduced fairly early. It wasn't just like last year. But playing in the CFL and then like knowing about 2 different things. Be up here and then the waggle and the big field. It's like all right, like this is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what I've been doing my whole life. But I mean, I love the challenge, and I love it. Like especially for a DB, like it's a lot of space to cover. You get great condition, and it's fun. It's a passing league, so. Yeah, no, that's good. I know you spent time with the Detroit Lions. What was that experience like? I know you suited up in 3 preseason games last year for them. What was the NFL experience like for you? Oh, man, it was a dream come true. It was just a blessing to be out there, especially the coach, the coordinator who's now the head coach of the Jets, Aaron Glenn. His like mindset and everything about being physical and want to and pursue the football, like, it helped us fly around out there in Detroit, and it was just a blessing to be out there and be able to play. So it was just fun. It was just all that was just fun. Like football in general was just fun for me. I love it.
That's great. And I know you're fairly new to Edmonton. Any good food spots or anything you've enjoyed in the city of Edmonton so far, Chelen?
Ooh. I don't really go out much, but I would say the pint, their wings, they're top tier. Yeah, that's top tier. Shout out to the pint.
Hey, you know what? I was just telling my co-host I was there last week for wings. They're fantastic. Chelen? We gotta know.
The wings good.
What's the go-to flavor for Chelen Garnes?
Ooh, what's the go-to flavor? That's tough.
You like spicy?
I'm a bland. No. I wouldn't say spicy. It's like I think it's like something chili. I think it's sour chili or sweet chili.
Sweet chili.
I think that's my go-to.
Oh.
Yeah, sweet chili.
Nice.
I think that's my go-to.
Well, Chelen, you got to tell some of the boys that have been in Edmonton a little bit longer to take you for a donair, and then we'll have you on again during the season. We'll see what your thoughts are on donair. Okay.
Okay, I got you. Donair. All right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Chelen, this has been great. Great to get to know you here on EST Afternoons. Continued success. You were absolutely fantastic yesterday with 9 tackles, and we look for you guys to pick up another dub next Sunday. So thank you for taking the time today, Chelen.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Chelen Garnes from the Edmonton Elks, playing linebacker, number 25 in your program, number 1 in your hearts. Great interview. Great guy.
Awesome.
Love it. Watch him get like 15 tackles now. He's going to get the EST bump.
Yeah,
man.
you should tell Nick Anderson he's coming from to lead for the lead or the team league in tackles.
I love that. So when Jake Serrez spent 1 year in Toronto, but my first 2 years he was here. And he has hookups at the Pine. He would just hook us up with wings, coupons. So I think that's he'd give me some, so I'd take the guys from the office, and then all the players would show up on Wednesdays because it's
wingnut. Yeah.
So it's funny that he's like the Pine, the wings. Yeah, they're fantastic. You gotta try them, buddy. And you know what? The best part, they're big, man.
Really?
Yeah, like it's not those little. When you go to wing night, they kind of get the smaller ones. No, they're fantastic.
Okay. You get them breaded?
No,
they're just big wings.
Yeah, man.
All right.
And he said sweet chili.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's you. You're sweet chili.
Sweet chili. I don't mind sweet chili, but I just it's got to be spicy for me.
I don't need blow the back of my head off, but I like to have to breathe in a couple times, right?
So me and the GF, we ordered one because they have a chart like the hotness.
Okay.
So we got the third hottest because we're like, let's try the third hottest because we don't want to go with the hottest because then what if we can't? Swear to God, guys, like we were like, this is not even hot.
Oh, I hate that.
We were like,
yeah.
So next time she's like, we're getting the hottest.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. We'll try the hottest, but it's absolutely it's a great spot, and that was a fun conversation. Big shout out to Micah Curry from the Elks for hooking that up. I know Justin Rankin's joining the boys at 3. Well, not at 3, but on the Reed Wilkins show. So that should be another great conversation. And Cordell Jackson joined Dusty this morning. It's 3 Elks.
My gosh, it's rutting season.
It's what?
Rutting season.
Oh. Heat is a must, even a pinch for the big babies, Jasmine. It's got it. Like, for me, wings have to be spicy.
People always give me crap because I used to go to the Owl Sanctuary for wings. And they went there for the wings, Hooters. But they're hot. They weren't the Inferno ones. They were one below it. And they were the hot garlic spicy wings.
Yeah.
I craved those things so much all the time. They were the best. I mean, you'd have to get someone else to have them with you if you were hanging out with them too long because they were so garlicky. But they were just so spicy and hot, man. I've tried to duplicate that sauce and I can't do it yet. I got to find out how to do that.
There's a spot in downtown. I can't think of, they make their own hot sauce. It's one of the best I've had.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's just different.
My brother-in-law started because he grows his own jalapenos in his garden, and he makes his own hot sauce.
Oh, really?
It's delicious. It's unbelievable. It's hot. Like it's not super hot, but it's you get at least your mouth is warm, right?
Because we ordered a lemon pepper wet. They're called. No, it was like they had the sauce was like hot sauce. Oh, buddy, trust me, they're good, man. Really, really good. Right. Next time, I'm just going to get hot with a side of hot.
Ranch have wings?
With a side of hot.
Maybe we have wings on the ranch.
They better. Murray, hey, Coop, do you know if the ranch has wings?
I have zero clue, actually.
Does the ranch have wings, J-Mill? Yeah.
Well, it'd be a good dip, ranch.
Coop, I see what you did there. Jeez. Oh gosh. No, there's a few food trucks, right? Last year there was a great food truck. What was that food truck last year, Tommy? The taco? Birch and Bear. Ooh.
See, Tommy can't. You like barbecue wings, right? You don't like hot though. Yeah, he can't handle the. He can't handle the heat.
You can't handle the truth, the heat, nothing.
Yeah, we should definitely have some wings tomorrow. With one hand, right?
One hand. That's how you're supposed to hold the beer, right?
I love it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what we'll do, Gager. We'll get some wings. We'll get a pint, and then once we're done, we'll go for a dart.
I'm not smoking. No, I tried. I tried to smoke because it was cool. My last year in junior, I think I told this. I bought a pack of Marlboro Lights, and at the end of my the season in PA, I had a whole carton of smokes, and I thought I'd smoke them on the way home to Vancouver. And I tried. I smoked one in the car, and then I got halfway through another one, and I left them at a truck stop. I left them outside. I was like, no.
I can only have a dart when I'm having a drink. Like I don't just have a dart to have a dart, you know?
Come on.
You only live once, kid. You got to enjoy it, man.
I can't. The smoke going down into my lungs, it feels awful. I can feel the chemicals going into the temple. Just can't do it.
All right. We'll just settle for wings and beer.
Okay.
And it's good because we both like the spice. I'm sure Coob can handle spice too. Not even.
No, he can handle it.
I think he can. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. It's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. The day's supposed to be absolutely wonderful. Can't wait to see all the nasties out there.
Get the sunscreen going. Don't be blasting yourself.
Why?
Because I don't want you to. You already smoke. I don't want you to need skin cancer too.
All right. That does it for hour one. Big shout out to Chelen Garnes from the Edmonton Elks for joining us here on EST Afternoons. We broke down the Elks game. What did you guys think? And of course, in the second hour, we'll continue to talk CFL. We'll talk some Chel, talk some F1, some IndyCar, some NASCAR, and we want to hear from you. Any questions for Joaquin, Coob, or I, just let us know on the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999, or on the Nasty Chat. Portions of this hour brought to you by the CBH. 2 new wing flavors just dropped at the Canadian Brewhouse for a limited time. The 50-yard barbecue versus cherry cola. Which one scores big with your taste buds? Try them anytime or for 69 cents on Wing Wednesdays. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house is your house. We're back for hour 2 after the break.
The Lock Shop.
I don't know if last year's Elks at this stage of the season would have been able to fight off the Redblacks when they pushed back. You look at this team from week 1, week 2, week 3, now last night, week 4, and you look at the improvements. They gave up a game against Winnipeg where they were up 23-20 going into the fourth quarter. They lost that game 36-23. Yeah. That could have happened last night. But I think this is a sign of a team that's learning how to
The
win.
Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The NHRA Hot Rod Heritage Rocky Mountain Nationals return to Red Torque Raceway, featuring racers from across North America in Nitro Funny Cars, Fuel Altered, Pro Fuel Harley, Alcohol Dragster, and 7,000 plus horsepower jet cars. The Rocky Mountain Nationals, July 11th to 13th at Red Torque Raceway, located west of Highway 2 on Highway 19 at the Edmonton International Airport, with weekend camping available. Tickets and info online at radraceway.com.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the banquet and Aperol. We're sending one lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26. Details in store or on the banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean?
For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Been confirmed that Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton will miss all of next season as he recovers from a torn right Achilles he suffered in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. While in women's basketball, 2 games on the slate. Dream and Valkyries tip off before Dallas visits Phoenix. And Hockey News has Cam York re-upping in Philly on a 5-year contract worth a total of $26 million. The 24-year-old played 66 games last season with the Flyers, recording 16 points while averaging over 20 minutes a game. And from Tampa, Jeff Tambellini has been hired as the Director of Hockey Operations and Assistant General Manager of the Lightning. He rejoins the franchise after spending the last 3 seasons as the Director of Player Development for the Kraken. In baseball action, sees the red-hot Jays battle the White Sox for their series opener. First pitch goes at 5:40. Jose Barrios gets the ball for Toronto. And there's 8 other games in the major leagues. Dodgers meet the Brewers. Phillies face the Giants, while the Royals and Pirates go toe-to-toe. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons, Hour 2 here on this Monday afternoon. It's another nice one out there. Let's keep it rolling. Tomorrow's supposed to be scorching hot, which is great. It's EST Afternoons live from the William Huff Studios. Joaquin, Gage, Zach Kubish, Hernan, Salas here with you. Hit us up on the River Korean Bucks, 780-218-9999. Nasty chat, slam that thumbs up for us. Why don't you? Why don't you? As we get excited for tomorrow, 6 to 8 is the only programming you will have live with Dusty and Lieutenant Eric.
What, so it's a 8 o'clock shotgun start?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Means everyone tees off at the same time. So everyone goes like, you'll see. So we go in, everyone gets a cart, everyone gets driven out to their holes. And then at 8 o'clock, there's someone, Murray McCord takes out the big double barrel, shoots it into the air, and then we all shoot.
Do you feel pressure when people watch you hit the ball?
Dude, I was a professional athlete for the better part of my life.
So it doesn't...
No.
Are you a trash talker?
No.
No.
Well, if you were swinging, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Was that, you didn't like that, huh? Off the first tee?
Oh,
everyone watching it?
Oh, I hated it. And there wasn't even a lot of people there yet because we went early. I did hit a good shot, though.
Did you?
Yeah, so...
I think you would like golf.
No, I would.
Like, it's so slow-paced and easy.
I can tell you why I don't like it. I don't like it because it's not relaxing. Like, you're always
what
going.
What are you talking about?
You're always going, and you can have bad people behind you, and you know what I mean? Like, it's not relaxing. Like,
oh, you got too many outside influences there. You got to just focus on yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
Just go have fun by yourself. That's what you do. What's your number one relaxing sport? Maybe that's a good question.
Running.
Ugh. Gross. Running? That's relaxing?
Yeah, because you're alone with your music, your thoughts.
Well, just imagine playing golf alone with your music, your thoughts.
I'd play golf if there's no one trailing. I just want the
You're
course
just so
to myself.
worried. But the thing is, you're just worried because you don't play and your skill level would increase. Like if you just started running, you'd suck, right? Now you're better at running. You've been running a while, so now it's better. Same thing with golf.
No, I'm good.
All right.
El Presidente says too hot for me.
What?
You're soft, El Presidente. You're soft.
How? Can't be coming in with a name like El Presidente and say it. You're bothered by heat. If you're president, you deal with the heat.
What else is a relaxing sport? Pool?
I enjoy a good game of pool.
I think bowling's relaxing.
Bowling's great.
Yeah.
I don't roll on Sundays though.
That's fair.
Just like the Jesus. You ever see?
What?
You never saw The Big Lebowski?
No.
What?
No.
Really, the dude? There's a beverage here, man.
No, man.
Oh my gosh. Coob, you've seen The Big Lebowski?
I have no clue what it's about.
Ugh.
I better movies to watch.
Philistines I live with.
Yeah. So I went for a run on Saturday, and I was so gassed, Gager. I don't know why. I had to cut it short.
Sounds super relaxing. What are we talking about here?
No,
Running is not a relaxing sport.
When you're running down by I go down by the water. Oh, it's awesome, man. Like it's just you, nice weather, scenery.
Okay. Okay. Hey, everyone, different strokes, different folks. I get it, man. I can't.
There's a good one. Shooting hoops.
Shooting hoops. Okay. That's good. What about tennis?
Tennis is hard, bro. I don't think it's I think it's relaxing if you're good.
Okay. So if you were a really good golfer, say you're just a good golfer, would you find golf relaxing, you think? And you wouldn't have to worry about people behind you.
But that's not realistic.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not though, Joaquin.
Pickleball?
I played years ago. I didn't mind pickleball. It's fun.
Yeah, I've never played.
It's like in Chile, like when you go to the beach and you get they're called paletas. They're like the wooden.
Yeah.
You just play on the beach back and forth.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's fun. It's great.
What about hacky sack?
No, I suck at that.
Really? What about frisbee?
No.
Trev throws the discs around, doesn't he?
Frisbee's lame.
I liked frisbee.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Because down at me and my boys would go down to Jericho Beach after we worked out and throw the frisbee around, and we were getting really good at it. So we had the professional ones that you could really whip, right?
Yeah.
So we would lead guys, and it turned out to be a pretty good workout actually.
How about fishing?
Fishing's fun.
Yeah.
That's a relaxing sport.
Yeah.
As long as you're not in a derby or anything. I got to go fishing with Trev, too. He fly fishes. I got to dust off my fly fishing gear.
You like pool?
Shooting pool?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. That was back in the day. Like, we'd do that all the time.
The pool halls.
Yeah.
I was at a pool hall when Joe Carter hit the game-winning home run.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember one coach said, or was it my dad? Someone. But I remember I came out to play the puck and I shot it, and I basically shot against the post and like came right back out and someone buried it. And I think my dad told me, he goes, yeah, we've got to get this kid in the pool hall a little bit more to learn the bank shots. And actually, I think we did go.
Okay, so I'm looking, I asked the AI overview.
Oh, okay.
Most relaxing sports, swimming.
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say swimming more than, I know what you're saying with running now that I have the correlation to swimming, because just your breath underwater, no one there, goggles.
Golf.
See?
And hiking.
Okay, hiking. Too many bears. You hike, Coob?
I could hike. I mean, I don't actively frequently do it, but whenever I go camping, that's a thing on the top of my list. Fishing maybe second, but I suck at fishing. I mean, they should just call it sitting, because you're not fishing. Like, that's not the point of it. You kind of just hang out. Of course you want to catch a fish, but you're just chatting, smoking darts, drinking beers. Hernan, you'd like it. You'd love it.
I got the best one, boys. Cycling.
No.
That's too much work, though. Going up the hill, you got to bring your water.
No,
your
but you go by
pack,
your.
wearing the
Okay, like
spandex.
go for a bike ride. I'm saying. I'm not saying cycling with the pros. I'm saying, yeah, you just get on your bike and you go for a nice cruise, man.
Get
By
a nice
yourself.
Slurpee.
The only way I would like it is if I got one of those customized beach cruisers with big 8 handlebars and a banana seat. That would be okay. But I was on a bike for way too long during my, like, that's all you did when you played hockey. Like, after the practice, get on the bike and cycling that thing. I hate the seats. I hate sitting like that. It's awful. It's what kind of, you know what's really bad about it is because that's how I found out I was kind of going bald. Because in the Oilers' old dressing room, there was mirrors at the top, and the way they were angled, I could kind of see. I was like, geez, I'm getting a little light in the feathers back there. And I was kind of doing a little, I was riding this bike, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so.
Corey B says badminton.
I don't mind a little badminton. Yeah. That's good. That's a good one. I mean, you want something that you're getting kind of, you want to get the heart rate up a little bit, I think, right?
Rob the plumber. Hey, guys, I find working out in the morning super peaceful and relaxing. Even when you're working out, just because it's your own space, your own world, you tune everything out.
Yeah. I don't know. Gyms are weird, though. Do you go to the gym?
I go to my apartment one at times. There's no one in there.
No one in there, right?
It's rare that people are in there. Golf is way more frustrating than it is relaxing for Mike, the Michigan fan. I agree, man.
See, this is the thing, though. When golf, if you're not doing it at least a couple times a week or going to hit balls, don't get mad at yourself for not hitting a shot because you're not pros, right?
Yeah.
Like,
beer pong's not a sport.
It's an adventure.
Yeah.
Curling is a really relaxing sport, I find.
Is it though?
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't do it. That was fun.
Didn't look fun when you guys were all yelling at Coop.
We just did that to initiation.
Yeah, I for one don't think golf is relaxing.
Yeah, you liked the simulator we went to. That was fun.
Yeah, you're on your own little world, right?
Yeah. Those are cool, man. If you love golf, I would. If I had more time, I think I could get into going to the simulator, doing that.
Look, I grew up playing soccer. I like playing soccer is awesome. Where you're just dribbling with a pal, keeping the ball up, juggling and.
So I say you don't hacky sack. Did you ever hacky sack?
No, it's different. Hacky sack, I think, is a lot harder than juggling a soccer ball.
What about like that hacky sack game that's like volleyball, where those guys kick it? They do that in the beaches of Chile?
Oh yeah, those guys are talented.
Yeah, like they're spiking it and stuff.
Yeah,
holy
smokes!
I was just watching the championships at Wimbledon. It looked like Sinner, the world number 1 ranked player. He was down 2-0 to Dimitrov, I believe his name was. He had to retire. I think he went ahead, so off to the next round. Didn't look too happy to go ahead by default there, but.
You grew up in BC. Skiing relaxing?
Oh, the best. How did I forget skiing? That was awesome, man. I love skiing. Really love skiing. My last year when I played in Italy, I could walk with my skis to the gondola.
Really?
And yeah,
skiing, eh?
Oh yeah. I went down the World Cup run in Selva in Val Gardena, like where they have the World Cup run. Man, I was cooking down there. Skiing's the best. On a good day though. I don't mind it on a bad day too, but just the visibility and stuff, cutting back and forth is great.
I would never ski.
What? Really?
I did when you'd go with your school and all
yeah.
That. I hated it. I just hang out in the lobby like
really
Jack Tripper.
Jack Tripper at the Regal Beagle.
No, remember they went on a ski trip and he was faking a broken leg.
I think so. Yeah.
To help him with a lady friend.
Yeah.
And then he ends up going skiing on like this crazy hill.
Oh yeah.
We're old. Anyone still listening?
I can't believe you don't ski.
Jasmine says, Gager, your rich is showing.
Your rich is showing?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Are you bougie? Well, because who skis in Europe, man?
I was with my hockey team. I was living there. Of course, I was going to.
Because your wife is a figure skater.
Yes.
So she's a better skater than you?
Yes.
In both your primes? Yeah, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does she ski too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You guys don't do it anymore.
Not as much. It was funny because my boy, the bunny hill in where I played in Brunico, it was so long. Like it was probably like 3 times the length of Snow Valley. Yeah. But the grade wasn't that bad. So it was a mini gondola. So I'd get my Bodie in there. He was like 2.
Yeah.
I'd have his skis. And then we'd get in the gondola, go up, and then I'd slap his skis on, and I'd just run beside him down, and he would just go vroom. But it would take a good 10 minutes to get down and then go back. But then we came home. He said, well, he wanted to go skiing, so I put him in lessons. And we went to Snow Valley again, and all these kids couldn't ski. Yeah. But he'd been skiing the whole winter, right?
Yeah.
So he was pretty good. And for the next 2 years, he had like private lessons because no one at 3 years old, they can hardly stand, right?
Oh, yeah.
He was going up and down the thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Does he ski at all now?
He snowboarded. He switched to snowboarding.
It's what the kids are doing now, eh?
Yeah. And he actually he apprenticed to be a instructor out at Rabbit Hill for a year.
Nice.
So he was teaching, but
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, really cool.
Big Maple bottle service equals rich.
Yeah, she goes out every weekend. She's telling me rich. Jeez.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Weddings, destination weddings, bottle service, new outfits every weekend. Rich.
It's crazy. What's your most relaxing sport? Mine is running right now. Joaquin's is.
I don't really.
You don't
much.
really have one. Eh? I think cycling's a good one. Swimming, fishing. Yeah, because swimming you can do it at your own pace.
Yeah.
Right. Like you're not being pushed.
Well, just the silence of the water too, right? I think that can be therapeutic. You got to worry about your breath too.
How about shadow boxing?
Boxing, no, that's not relaxing.
How is that relaxing?
Someone's gonna hit some of you.
Well, you're just like you're in your groove, man. You're just kind of.
Do you go to the gym and shadow box? Are you serious?
I know a guy who does that actually.
Please record yourself at the gym. Shadow box, you maniac.
But what if I got into a boxing class and then they're like shadow box for like 15 minutes? Right? Cool. That's a thing.
Yeah, but nobody ever goes. Guys, it would be really relaxing if you practice shadow. But like, I actually know a guy who does that at my gym. And I look at him, I'm like, at first I thought it was weird. And then I was like, yeah, right on. That's cool. I guess that's your warm up. You getting, your arms moving. You get the blood flowing through all the spots.
Okay.
But it's like, you're at the YMCA. Like, couldn't you do that like in your backyard or something?
You don't.
That's just me.
You don't shadow grapple like. No, with your
shadow that's not. I guess that's less of a thing. I mean, you could practice some hand grips and stuff like that, but I guess it's more like takedowns. Like you'd put one knee on the mat if you're going for single or a double leg or something like that. I guess you can try and roll, but you get some of those dummies. Like those weighted blankets. You could get one of those big dummies that are like 100 pounds or something like that. And
go jump on that thing.
Yeah,
that always looked a bit obscene to me, but maybe like Edward Norton in Fight Club. Beating the crap out of yourself.
Yeah. What about driving? Like, is that relaxing for some
I don't
people?
think so.
No.
I mean, just if you're driving up to like Jasper or Banff and you get to the good sections, that's relaxing. That's fun, especially if you're in a nice car, top down, cruising in my 5.0, rag top down so my hair don't blow.
Vanilla ice. Hey, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. You want to check out some shows? Check out Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly on July 25th and also on August 7th. It's the Bay City Rollers. All you have to do, go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. Up next, I promise we'll talk some F1 and some auto racing, and we'll get to some interesting news regarding the Oilers. Well, it's not that interesting, but we'll talk about it, I guess. Right, Joaquin?
Yes, we will.
Hey, keep those coming in. Your most relaxing. Well, we shouldn't say sport. Maybe activity.
Activity. Yeah, most relaxing activity.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of people,
especially if it's obscure, like something that you like to do that maybe not a lot of other people do like to do.
Rollerblading.
I don't mind a little rollerblade.
Kayaking.
Never kayaked.
Skateboarding.
Still.
That'd be awesome.
Skateboarding is a good one.
It's cool. You get a nice cruiser. Yeah, that's the one. Especially South Side area with the long sidewalks.
Yeah.
Wide sidewalks.
All right, keep those coming into the River Cree inbox and the Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up. We're only 40 away from 100. We can get there in about just under 40 minutes, right? We're back after the break here on EST Afternoons. But first up, here's Coob with your sports update.
In the NHL, 24-year-old Cam York has inked a 5-year extension with the Flyers worth a total of nearly $26 million and $5 million each season. York had 17 points in 66 games last year, playing over 20 minutes a game for the Flyers. From Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton is out for the Pacers for all of next season. He suffered a right Achilles tear in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. And for the WNBA, there's 2 games on tap. Valkyries face the Dream before Phoenix hosts Dallas. Meanwhile, Jeff Tambellini is headed back to Tampa, joining the franchise as their assistant general manager and director of hockey operations. Tambellini comes from Seattle. He spent the last 3 seasons as the team's director of player development. Well, for the Jays, they're 9-1 in their last 10. They open a series against the White Sox. Jose Barrios gets the ball for Toronto. First pitch at 5:40, and there's 9 other games on tap, including the Pirates meeting the Royals, Dodgers battling the Brewers, while the Padres take on the D-backs. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Next Sunday, the Elks host the Lions as they seek revenge for their Week 1 loss. Kickoff goes at 5 o'clock with tickets starting at $20. Get your tickets now at goelks.com. Some F1 recap and some Indy car conversation brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Defensive lineman Jake Serezna checking in.
We're close. I think definitely no moral victories in professional football. It's a roller coaster of a season, and as a D-line, as a unit, we've gotten off to a close start. We do have to, produce more and show up more in games and be a more dominant force. So we've been working hard to make sure that, we're a more disruptive force on game days.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon, 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Kayaks, bikes, camping gear? Make space for summer fun with Sentinel Storage. Spend more time on adventures with your outdoor gear and less time looking for them. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
River Creek Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly. Featuring small band and acoustic performances, Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly in the venue July 25th. Tickets at rivercreekresort.com.
River Creek Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
It's 2:25. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. been a fun show for a Monday. We will not be doing Oiler lines until September. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, so there was some news this week on Elliot Friedman's 32 Thoughts that Oilers management went to all the guys with no movements and touch base and said, a lot of them said no, and that's their right. I think that's the end of the story, right? Like, what are we supposed to break down here? Like,
what, Connor and Leon don't want to get moved?
Well, it's Moles, Darnell, probably Adam Enrique.
Hyman.
So Darnell, I guess, just said no. That's what he reported. So that's what happens when you sign those. Player has all the control.
Well, look, who did they ask? They didn't ask Hyman. They didn't ask McDavid. They didn't ask Leon.
No.
They asked the Nuge.
Nurse,
Enrique, maybe Janmark. Or he's got a modified no trade clause, 10-team no trade.
Yeah.
So he can be traded.
Sure.
But they probably don't want to trade him. Nurse. Yeah, that's I'll tell you what. That is not a relaxing sport, it looks like. Rodeo. Jeez. Look at this.
No.
I'm watching the Calgary Stampede right now. That does not ouch. Oh my God. He's lucky he's not dead.
That's crazy.
Look at that.
YouTube Trev says sun tanning he likes to do. I like tanning.
That's not okay. You have to get your heart rate at least above 80. All right? You're not getting your heart rate above 80 sun tanning. You're just sleeping.
True that, dog. So we're done with the Darnell Nurse talk. Yeah, he said no. Good on Stan Bowman for asking, but I mean,
he should have been asked all throughout the year, probably.
Okay. I'll be Stan Bowman, you be Darnell. Hey, Darnell, we're just going around touching base with all our players. Would you be willing to lift your no movement?
No.
Okay, thank you for your time.
I don't know. That would suck, man. That would be a real crappy conversation with your GM.
It does, because it's like, well,
you don't even want me here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, right away, I would say no, but then I would go home and, well, they don't want me. So it would suck to feel like the team that you're with and have a contract for the next 5 years.
Maybe he worded it. He's like, we're just touching base. Would you ever be willing to lift it if it came to that or whatever? I mean, I guess there's no proper way of saying it. Like, hey, we could use that $9 million right now, and we currently make 9.25.
Yeah, it would be and part on the GM too, because now you're putting yourself out there saying, look, we'd be willing to trade you if the deal made sense.
Yeah.
Now that's a very difficult conversation to have with your employees essentially too, right? Like, but I mean, Stan Bowman doesn't have the relationship that Ken Holland had with Darnell Nurse, so maybe it's a little bit easier. But this guy's been,
and Bowman's not the guy that signed him.
No,
right?
So there's no real ties to it. That would be really hard. Yeah, Darnell, here's a 9.25, 8 years.
Yeah.
But in a couple years, I'm going to ask you if you want to get traded.
Doc, that says incredible acting. Max Bezzuzo says they probably sent a group email. Hey, all, it's that time of year again. Any one of you willing to waive your? I wouldn't put it.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, for Nurse, the GM doesn't want him, but Connor and Leon do, so the conversation ends with a no. I truly, Connor and Leon can want a lot of things. Cody Ceci was their boy, and they traded him. Like, I don't think a GM in the NHL and pro sports, I think he listens to his players. He'll have a conversation, but at the end, it's his decision.
End of the day.
Yeah.
Does Connor and Leon want to win the Stanley Cup with the original guys that have been here since day one? Of course.
I'm sure they do, but at the same time, like, this guy's he's in his 30s. He's a good player. He's not a great player. I mean, listen, when I say that, Gage, everybody that makes the NHL is great. Like, you guys are such a small group. Like, it's such a small percentage that gets to play pro sports. So they're all great in their own way.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, like, for what he's making, it's been 2 Stanley Cup finals. He was really bad last year in the playoffs. This year, he was up and down. We got to be honest. Is he a solid top 4 guy? Of course. He'd be that guy on a lot of teams.
Yeah.
But Connor and Leon also got to look like, we got to win here, man. And if it means moving him out and getting 2 really good players, then
it's tough because you got to replace him too, right? And then you.
But I don't see McDavid as that. I don't see either McDavid or Leon like those kind of guys that get involved that much in what the team has to do.
If that's the case, then something's really wrong. In my opinion,
Yeah.
The only time that I ever heard of, and it didn't happen to me much, and it only happened at a minor league level or when I was playing over in Europe, when the coaches asked me about certain people, but they were usually on different teams because they knew I played with them before.
Yeah.
What's this guy like? Would they help out? How do you think they'd fit into our?
Yeah.
That's the extent of management reaching out to me, in my experience, to ask me about a player. Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Not. They might ask me about the inner workings of the team. I mean, in Sweden at our end of the year meetings, I remember that we got pretty involved with the whole makeup of the team and what I thought. They didn't sign me the next year, but maybe that was the reason I should have shut my mouth in that meeting.
Don't ask me again.
But I don't think it's a good look of an organization if Stan Bone's about to make a move and he goes to Connor and Leon and go, "Hey guys, what do you think of this?" Right?
Yeah, I don't think you can GM like that.
No.
Sorry, I don't think you can.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah, Gretzky got sold, traded, whatever you want to call it. I mean, great players have moved on, and I'm not saying Darnell is like at that level, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I know they're buddies, but at the end of the day, I mean, he has control. I think he has full control for 2 more years, and then it's limited or whatever it is. So, all right, let's get to F1, British GP.
I'm not done with the Oilers.
Oh, seriously?
Well, I was going to ask you a question.
Oh, okay.
Coaching.
Yeah.
We haven't really talked about this yet. Gullickson gone. Coffey's up in the air. Nobla.
I don't think Coffey will be back. That's just my gut
Me
feeling.
too.
I think they're going to make a move at the goaltending position for coach.
You think they're going to move on or retool?
Move on. I think they'll be.
They're reloading.
I'm reloading. I think they're going to bring in 2-3 new coaches.
Okay.
That Knobloch's going to want to take care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have his own staff.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, why not?
He's earned it.
Sure.
I think
100%.
he's earned to put together his. I mean, it's a collaboration. I think too.
You're running it back with Skinner and Pickard. Try a new goaltending coach. Maybe that elevates.
See, I wonder if just setting, and Dusty and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I forget, but maybe it's a more of a focused group of people that you bring in.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Like what? Why not go get Mike Smith to come in?
Sure.
Right. Devin Dubnyk. Some guys that are still, lurking around doing some things. I don't know if they'd be interested or not, but a little bit more full time. Because I tell you, man, Stuart Skinner's still a young man, right? And there's just something to be able to talk about guys that did it for a long time and their experience, especially in the NHL, right?
Yeah.
I think that would be quite valuable. Just some meetings throughout every goaltender in the organization having, if you have someone, and I'm just throwing Mike Smith because it's the first name that popped into my head, but he goes to these other places and does stuff. I don't know if he wants to. It looks like he's pretty happy on the back of the Mastercrafts surfing and stuff, but
yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think we'll get news this month for sure on what's happening. They probably want the coaches in as quick as possible, get that all finalized. So we'll wait and see. I know there's rumors rumbling around. I think Elliot had it that they will make a few changes here and there. I know the big one here is Dustin Schwartz. Fair or not fair, I don't know. I'm not in that room. I don't know.
It's a new voice too.
Yeah.
Like head coaches get moved sometimes just because they need a new voice.
100%.
Yeah.
This one says, you start the conversation with Connor by asking him to ask his best friend Darnell to become a better defenseman.
Or does Connor go to him and say,
Lift
Darnell, it's time to...
I truly don't believe that. I don't believe the teams go to their star players and ask for permission to move this guy or do that. I truly don't. I think there's a conversation that, hey, this is what we're going to do. And they can give their 2 cents, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, what's Leon going to say? He signed here for 8 years. I want out. Like, seriously. So I'm just saying. I don't think it's a big thing. And I do expect some changes. I think there's going to be 2-3 new coaches here. Obviously, one by default because Gullickson's moved on. Goalie. And then I don't know what else to go. Do they get rid of Stewart, who's been really good for this team? So we'll see.
He was part of the revamping of the PK 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? But it didn't.
Really bad.
But I think that was, I don't know, was it Desharnais just playing way above his pay grade?
Yeah, because it was CC2. And
CC's good.
He's good, but I still think their PK sucks if CC's on the team this year.
Emerson's got to take a step too.
Emerson's got to take a big step. Wallman,
but it was good.
Yeah. He struck. He didn't see the ice till after the LA series, but he wasn't playing a lot either. He was very low. So, but he's a guy, you got him cheap. He's a good player, and like Gage said, he's trending upwards. There's nothing wrong with Ty Emberson right now.
No.
El Presidente, thanks Hernan for the tickets to the game yesterday. It was a great afternoon/evening. Oh, well, you're welcome. I'm glad you went. Glad the Elks won. Everybody went home happy, and it turned out to be a really nice evening. It was fantastic out there, Joaquin.
Who's this Dawson Nielsen? Gager, going to be goalie coach for the Oilers in a couple years after coaching his daughter's boyfriend. You stop it. That's...
Yeah.
Coop, kick him.
Kick her out.
He's gone.
Oh, boy. That's too funny. All right.
Guess we'll get to it in the next segment.
We'll get to F1 and this day in sports and music and movie history. There's lots to get to still. We got to talk F1, Indy, NASCAR, all those fun things. We only got one segment to go. Of course, Jay Milne, Tommy Gazzola coming up with the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 to 6 tomorrow. The golf tournament, only live broadcast will be from 6 to 8 with Dusty and Lieutenant Eric. And then it's golf time. If anything major breaks, I think Matthew Wanick, myself, and Benny will jump on from the golf course, but let's hope not, so everybody can just enjoy the golf tournament. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant. Every Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu, and it goes from 5 p.m. until close. Keep hitting us up, 780-218-9999, or on the Nasty Chat, and slam that thumbs up. We close it out here. Coming up next on EST Afternoons. Here's Coop, Sports Update time.
Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton will miss all of next season as he recovers from a torn Achilles he suffered in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Well, in women's b-ball, there's 2 games. The Dream and Valkyries tip off before Dallas visits Phoenix. And from Tampa, Jeff Tambellini has been hired as the Director of Hockey Operations and Assistant General Manager of the Lightning. He rejoins the franchise after spending the last 3 seasons as the Director of Player Development for the Kraken. While baseball action sees the red-hot Jays battle the White Sox in their series opener. First pitch goes at 5:40. Jose Barrios gets the ball for Toronto. And there's 8 other games in the Major League. Dodgers meet the Brewers. Phillies face the Giants, while the Royals and Pirates go toe-to-toe. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back after a brief intermission. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Avocado and feta dip, passion fruit cheesecake, and cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Try the new feature menu at The Banquet. Refreshing, craveable, and made for sunny days. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Summer in Edmonton means three things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
River Creek Resort and Casino and K97 proudly present Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly. Featuring small band and acoustic performances, Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly in the venue, July 25th. Tickets at rivercreekresort.com.
River Creek Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Final segment here on EST Afternoon's been a fun show. Loving it. We did get some Oilers stock in. Don't expect a lot this summer.
Until something
We need a
happens.
break. It's been 10 months of straight Oilers, guys.
Yeah.
10 months. Don't you need a break too? Have some fun. Hey, okay, so let's get to it. F1, British GP, McLaren dominates again. I saw when Verstappen got pole, I knew he wasn't going to hold on. The McLarens are just too fast.
I thought he had a chance.
For sure, he's the best driver.
But if the conditions, it would be neat to see if the conditions stayed the same.
Yeah.
Because the way that they set up that Red Bull car this weekend, like they made the back fin really smaller, right? So a little more straight line speed, and that Red Bull was a rocket on the straightaways. Like it was faster than the McLarens, both, but they didn't have a lot of downforce. So, and those high speed corners or whatever, I think they were willing to gamble just with the brilliance of Max. But you all of a sudden you introduce the rain and not having any downforce, and you saw what happened. Max spun out, did a whole 720, right? So I think that was kind of that they took a gamble with the setup of the car going in because they knew they couldn't compete with the McLarens, but they just gave it a little bit more straight line speed. That's the reason why Max was on pole for the start of the race.
The big story, of course, Mr. Nico Hulkenberg, the Hulk. His first podium, it came in his 239th race. He went from P19 to P3 for Sauber. Coop, can we run Nico's clip, man? It was awesome, and the commentator was emotional, and just seeing the love of the team. And Magnussen was there too.
I know. He's in his good luck charm.
His good luck charm. So great for him. I mean, hell of a race. He was the driver of the day, obviously.
You know, over one lap, Nico Hulkenberg has been really good over the past 2 years, especially in that, that go-kart that he's driving half the time. But he was consistent even when he was with Haas, right? He was, he would finish, he would get to Q3 on a consistent basis most of the time.
Yeah.
Great driver. 239th time. That's got to feel great. Did you see when he came home and his daughter and wife and stuff? That was
great. Let's run it, Coop.
No
No one has ever waited as long to stand on a Formula One podium. Get rid of that stat and celebrate Nico Hulkenberg. 239 starts and a podium finisher in Formula One at long last.
That was awesome. What a call.
It was unreal. Unreal. Yeah, I was going, just for Lewis to get back in there, and kind of his home race. But you know what? Let Nico have this one.
Good for Lando.
Yeah.
Wins at home. It was big for him.
Huge.
I in terms of the Nico stuff, man, it's because I remember in Drive to Survive season 1, he was going to win a race. He was the leader, wasn't even close, and he just spun out. And
Lando?
No, Nico.
Oh, Nico.
I always remember that from season 1 of Drive to Survive.
I forget that one.
Yeah, he was going to win, and then he just bad turn, and he lost momentum. And
I wonder, that last lap, you are probably so tight.
Yeah.
Right? And Lewis is behind you. One little mess up, that could mean the difference, but no, good for him. That was great. That was great. Seeing Max go over right away, first one to congratulate him.
That was nice because he's a bit of a, but yeah, to drive by him and be like, right on, and see Bortoleto come up to him and all that. Everybody was happy for him. Lando, how did you do that? P19 to P3. So your top 5 were Norris, Piastri, Hulkenberg, Hamilton, Verstappen. I had Gasly on one team, which was pretty good, but Bortoleto and Lawson not finishing killed my teams because I had them both.
Yeah.
-20, that's -40. The DNFs were Antonelli, Hajar, Bortoleto, Lawson, Colapinto. All rookies.
All of them.
Ate them alive. I think teams are going to switch their strategy ahead of next year with rookies. They're struggling quite a bit. My boy Colapinto, I think, is going to be out pretty soon here.
I know.
He's been really bad.
It is really bad.
Yeah.
But they told him, I believe, you're on a race-to-race basis.
Yeah.
What were we talking about with Tre Ford at the beginning?
Yeah.
But
he keeps crashing in practice. Man.
I know.
Qualifying. What's the team owner there? He was just not impressed.
Yeah.
He's pissed off. Good for Gasly. Top 6 finish. Stroll 7th.
Did you hear him on the radio afterwards?
No. Just a baby?
Yeah. It was awful.
He's terrible. Charles Leclerc pretty much calling himself a horrible person for his race. He was really hard on himself. I was like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah, I shouldn't have put him on my team. Because the Ferraris looked great.
Yeah.
They looked awesome. And all the free practices. They had some upgrades or changed the floor. Lewis looked good. Might have finished on pole.
Barry's looking good in I got to adjust my teams. But Barry already used the wild card one where he got a lot of his points. So we're coming because everybody's still got to use them.
Yeah, I know.
So we'll make that gap up a little bit shorter.
We're getting into the second part of the season here. So this is where we got to really.
I think I'm giving up on one team because they're just too far behind. I'm going to roll with my team that's in 9th.
Yeah.
Which is terrible.
No constructors for you?
I think I'm in 9th and 12th right now, which is not good enough. Quickly, the Indy car race was fantastic once again. Alex Palou was going to win his 7th race of the season. And he was cruising. He had his teammate, the legend Scott Dixon, behind him. And then he made a rare mistake on turn 9, Joaquin. Just went a little too wide, went into the grass, went into the dirt, and then lost a little bit of power, and Scott Dixon just went right by him.
Okay.
And then Palou was chasing him for the last 4 laps. It was awesome, but he just could not catch him, and he blew it. But good for Scott Dixon, wins the Honda Indy 200 at Mid-Ohio, but Alex Palou had it, the one that got away. I mean, if you would have won again, Joaquin, he's won almost every race. He would have been 7 out of 10. And not only that, this is the first time another racer outside of Kirkwood or Palou has won in Indy this season. So good for Scott Dixon. Really, really fun race. NASCAR, I'll say this, Joaquin, I'm very new to NASCAR. I'm enjoying it. I love the storylines, and they're always fighting and arguing. I just like the ovals, man. Like they did the Chicago Street race.
I watched it for a bit, then I had to get going.
Yeah, it's too different. It's, Shane Van... Because Bergen won again. I think that's how you say his name. He won the last free race in Mexico too. So this guy's on to something. He was a pole as well. And Yeah, a lot of the guys I like were out again because of the crashes, Joaquin. I'll say this about NASCAR. You have to be patient to watch it. There's so many stoppages. Like, it literally can take 4 or 5 hours for a race to finish.
Yeah, even Indy. Like, there's a lot of cautions.
Yeah, it's a little bit quicker, but NASCAR takes forever. And because they can't, they won't race in the rain. So there was, rain yesterday a little bit, and the cautions. Because when they have crashes, Joaquin, it's 8-10 cars, right? Yeah. And then some go for repair, and they can come back in the race, right? But I'll be honest, I'm like NASCAR. I've watched their street races. I'm not big on that. I almost like when they just go around. It's far more exciting for me. So I don't know. We'll see. But we're all in on racing, man. It's going to be great this weekend. Again, we got all three going: F1, IndyCar, and NASCAR. It should be super duper fun. Where's F1 this week, Joaquin?
It's there's a week off, I believe.
I think you're right. Belgium.
Yeah, it's going to Belgium. I like that track.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, good. So I only have Indy and NASCAR to watch. I'll probably have to record it.
July 25th. But Max has 3 home races, really, because I believe his mother's from Belgium and his dad's from Holland. So I think Max has traditionally done quite well here.
Top 3 in the XP rankings. El Presidente 1, Max Bezuzu 2, Largy 3. Ooh, what a change from the first hour. Joaquin, what was I going to ask you? Oh, this day in 1989, Lethal Weapon 2 was released in theaters. Were you a fan of that duo?
Glover and Gibson?
Yeah.
Back then I was.
The last one they did with Jet Li was good.
That was really good.
Chris Rock.
Yeah. But
Joe
2
Pesci.
was good because that was, I think, with the Krugerrants, right? The South African delegation. And was that when he put his shoulder in, he'd bang it against the wind to get out of the straitjacket? Mel Gibson?
I don't remember that.
Okay.
No. On this day in 1985, Back to the Future was the #1 movie at the box.
Of course it was.
That's crazy. 1984 on this day, When Doves Cry by Prince was the #1 hit on the Billboard chart.
How could you just leave me standing?
Yeah, it's such a great
song. Low in a world so cold.
So cold. National Strawberry Sundae Day.
Is it?
What's your favorite sundae? Flavor.
Sundae flavor.
Sundae. Okay, no, let's play this game. If you go to DQ, what do you get?
You know, I usually just grab a big cone. But my go-to, and you can ask for it, it's a cappuccino score blizzard. So it's like coffee ice cream with the score in there. It'll knock your socks off. It's absolutely dynamite. I have to get we were talking about this the other day. I got to go get a banana split since the boys were talking about it a few weeks ago. And Trev's never had one. Dusty's never. I don't think Eric's had one either. How do you not have a banana split?
That doesn't shock me. These guys, they got to live a little. For me right now, it's a blizzard. Either Score or Reese's. I don't mind the dilly bars.
Dilly bar, yeah, dilly bars.
Dipped cones, I'm not big on either.
No dipped cones. What about the peanut butter parfait?
Yeah, sure.
I get from a kid. I remember my mom. She'd always get a hot fudge sundae.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Those are good.
And Barry says, good luck getting your limitless chip correct now. The field is still jumbled up. Going to be hard to predict the top 2 constructors and top drivers every week. Oh, Barry, you don't worry about us, okay?
Yeah, Barry.
Yeah.
Shouting from up top.
Lance Stroll's the best driver Lance Stroll has ever produced. Oh, that guy, man. God. That guy needs a little bit of reality check.
Did you see Adrian Newey's he was in the garage though?
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
He's not allowed.
No, he is.
I don't know.
They just said he wasn't going to be doing anything with this car. And I was just shocked. I thought he would just be in the factory the whole time. But to see him there, I was like, huh?
Well, that's his home, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Probably just went over. What's up,
because that's where the Aston Martin, the new factory is anyway.
Yeah. All right. Everybody sending in their favorite DQ score. Blizzard. Big Uke says Score plus Oreo is an elite blizzard. Peanut butter parfait back when they would chop nuts on instead of peanuts from Nasty Kenny. Kind and Marcus ice cream is good. All right, it's been a fun show. We talked Elks, we talked Oilers, we talked racing. What else did we talk?
Skiing.
The most relaxing sport out there for you. Some people say running. Nah, I think it's very relaxing.
You know what's going to be relaxing?
Golf.
That's going to be relaxing.
Hey, we're back tomorrow. No, we're not. We're off tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see you at the golf tournament. Let's go. This is going to be a great day. Reminder, Nielsen will be on from 6 to 8. And coming up next, it's Jay Milne and Tom Zola with the Reed Wilkins Show. For Joaquin, Gage, and Zach Kubish, I'm Hernan Salas saying enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk Wednesday. Ciao.